KSN News at 10 begins now.
There was some kind of funnel right above our house, and it went straight across us and headed towards the rock.
Sirens sounded out west as tornadoes ripped through parts of Kansas, destroying several buildings. Good evening, I'm Stephanie Bergman.
And I'm Darren Dino. Thank you for joining us. It has been a very eventful day for storms. Parts of the state saw heavy rain, large hail, and damaging tornadoes.
Tonight we have team coverage. First, let's begin with the very latest from Dave Freeman.
And we are still in the severe weather game tonight. We have a new warning just issued in the last couple of minutes, and we are probably just a couple of minutes away from a brand new watch covering parts of Kansas, maybe even Wichita. So let's get to it. First of all, we take a look at north central Kansas. We just have a couple of thunderstorms of note, particularly around the Beloit area. We're going to have a line of some, say, dime to penny sized hail and heavy rain, gusty winds coming through Beloit in the next couple of minutes. Not anticipating any severe weather there. But in the northwest, we thought we were seeing things settle down, but another storm has strengthened. It's right here north of Colby. All the others that you see, just looking at heavy rain and some small hail, but this one just south of Atwood, north of Colby, a little bit stronger storm popping up in the last couple of minutes. That's moving to the east at about 21 miles an hour toward Achilles with an arrival time of 29 minutes. Here, I think we could see some quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That will miss Atwood and it'll miss Colby, but again on its way to Achilles with an arrival time of 28 minutes. Now, we are not out of the woods yet. This has just started to show up on the radar in the last 15 to 30 minutes. We have new thunderstorms in the north central part of Oklahoma, including one that has come up into Harper County, right around Anthony. Now, this has actually collapsed in the last few minutes, but it is moving in a northeasterly direction. So it'll be, the remains of it will be coming up toward Argonia in the next few minutes. But in the last 15 minutes, we've seen a discussion that indicates that we will likely have a new watch of some kind for north central Oklahoma and south central Kansas. And there, I think it might be coming in just here in a couple of minutes. We'll take a look at it. Right now, we just have the watches across the northern part of the state until midnight. But again, we are anticipating that we could see a new watch that would include Wichita and would take us through the overnight. I'll keep you posted on that, and if anything imminent comes up, I'll be right to you.
Thank you, Dave. As you download our Storm Tracker 3 Everywhere app, you can track the storm right from your tablet or your smartphone. It is free to download on Apple and Android devices. One of the hardest areas from tonight's storm that was hit was Pawnee Rock. That's in Barton County, southwest of Great Bend. A tornado went through the parts of the town around 8 o'clock. That's where we find KSN's John Acebus. And John, what are you seeing tonight?
Darren, let me tell you what, this yard is similar to what most yards look like here in Pawnee Rock, full of branches and debris snapped off trees like these ones. Just look at this trampoline over here. These large trunks that have completely covered and surrounded this trampoline, and it's kind of crazy because when you look at the home, there's no branches of any kind on top of the home. As a matter of fact, when we're working our way slowly here through the backyard, because our light on the camera is the only light we have out here right now, it's just full of debris. Again, really just missing this home. Essentially, these branches clean the gutters out here. So we're going to slightly work our way through here and be careful. Again, Pawnee Rock is in the dark right now. The only light other than our camera light is the faint glow of sirens as they're going around, making sure people are okay, doing house-to-house checks. We did hear of one family, an elderly couple that was in a mobile home that was trapped temporarily. They did get that family out, but what we're looking at over here is Bismarck Road, where we've got power lines down and branches hanging over several one of them. Here you got more debris in the front yard, and I'm told it came right through here. A lot of these people were following the news, just making sure they were tracking. This is why Dave Freeman and Laura Bannon spent so much time tracking, and it's actually the house right next door to this one that they say it was a really close call.
And you could feel it and everything got calm, and I got the door to lock and I ran down the basement, and then you could feel the house shaking, vibrating, and then it was just done and it was over.
Some information you need to know as they're going around checking here in the backyards and making sure everybody's out of the home. If you do need to go somewhere, if you head down Santa Fe Street towards Center Street, they've got the fire department set up. They're asking people to come down there if they need anything or know anything that they might need to know about other people out here trapped. Stay with KSM. We're going to be out here assessing this damage again. This is really just unfolding here in Pawnee Rock, and we'll stay with it to make sure we have you covered. Back to you guys.
All right, good job, John. Stay safe out there. The suspected tornado also destroyed some homes in Barton County, just west of Great Bend. Amanda Aguilar joins us over the phone. Amanda, what are you being told about the damage?
Well, Steph, like you said, I'm west of Great Bend along Barton County Road, and there are still police officers kind of just redirecting traffic. I'm told that there were no reported fatalities or injuries. It was a lot of property damage. There's numerous power lines that are down. I'm actually told 3 to 4 homes have leveled, and there's about 14 to 15 heavily damaged homes. The Barton County deputy told me there's some people that are displaced from their homes, and right now crews are looking at rural areas like farms in the county, kind of just sweeping the area for any residents. I'm also told K96 is closed due to a high-tension power line. Now, emergency management is really asking the public to stay off the roads because their big concern are those down power lines, and crews expect to be out here for later in the night.
All right, thank you. That's Amanda Aguilar reporting.
The storm knocked out power to a lot of people in the central Kansas area. This is Midwest Energy's website showing all the power outages in Barton, Pawnee, Rush, Russell, and Ellsworth counties. More than 1,200 customers are affected. They are also having crews in the Pawnee Rock area dealing with gas leaks. No word on when service will be restored.
These storms brought a lot of large hail to parts of western Kansas. Some of that hail was as big as baseballs. KSN Santiago Khan joins us live from Garden City with a look at some of the damage there. Santiago?
Steph, that's right. A lot of hail did fall in Holcomb and in western Kansas City. Western Garden City. And much of it was the size of baseballs. I spoke with one man earlier today, one Garden City resident, who's now dealing with some of that damage. Corey Becker said the hail damaged several windows as well as the siding of his house, and combined with the rain that was falling and the holes in his skylight, he's also dealing with water damage upstairs. He said he had his house on the market, but will now have to delay the sale until he can make repairs.
It looks like I've got windows busted out, I've got camper skylights broke out, roof damage.
He also repairs cars, and several of his customers' vehicles, they also sustained damage, a bunch of dents and busted windows. So he does have a lot of recovery ahead of him. Live in Garden City, Santiago Khan, KSN News.
Boy, so much damage. All right, thank you, Santiago. You, our viewers, have sent us photos of the weather that you are seeing at your homes tonight. This photo from Brooklyn shows a large hail in Holcomb. It was larger than a quarter, and but smaller than the baseball right there. Ashley sent us this photo of various size hail she found in Holcomb. And Michelle sent us this picture of the hail in southern Meade County. It looks to be about probably the size of a tennis ball. If you can safely take a picture of the storms, we would love to see it. Send your photos to report it at ksn.com and be sure to include your name and place the picture was taken. In other news tonight, a Wichita High School graduation was delayed for a couple hours after a bomb threat was called in. Chris Arnold joins us now live from Koch Arena with those details. Chris?
Well, Darren, I can tell you that graduation just wrapped up here at Koch Arena within the last 45 minutes to an hour. Now, I'm told that law enforcement officials gave the all clear around 7:30, letting thousands of people who were waiting patiently outside inside the arena for Heights High School graduation, which kicked off around 8 o'clock tonight. Now, what we know so far is that someone called 911 around 5:30 this evening saying that an explosive device might be used at the graduation here tonight. It was a big enough cause for concern that 3 bomb-sniffing dogs from the Kansas Highway Patrol were brought to the arena to investigate and make sure everything was clear. The practice gym was checked and deemed safe for graduates as well as faculty from Heights, and they were all able to gather there until graduation started. However, it was a long wait outside for many people who came both near and far to see their loved ones graduate. Angela Hodge made the 16-hour drive from Friendship, Ohio to see her niece graduate tonight, and she says she was appreciative of how the bomb scare was handled.
I'm glad they took the precautions. I would have much rather that we had a delayed graduation than to have a problem.
These dogs were fantastic, and their handlers moving around the arena and checking it. So it's great that we have a resource like that to call on.
Now, several agencies worked together tonight to make sure things were safe. This includes KHP as well as WSU and Wichita Police and USD 259, making sure to check things thoroughly here and make sure everything was safe for those who turned out for graduation here tonight. Live inside Koch Arena, Chris Arnold, KSN News.
All right, thank you, Chris. A very different story at another graduation ceremony still to come tonight at 10 o'clock. There was a special ceremony in Hutchinson that involved a mom and her son. That story's on the way.
It is almost time to announce the winners of the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. One lucky winner will win this beautiful home in Derby, complete with a wine room and even a man cave. We'll also be announcing the winners of these great prizes and more thanks to our various sponsors. The winners will be announced throughout the day on May 17th right here on KSN, so be sure to tune in to find out if you're a winner. Thank you for making the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway a success.
It's the weekend. 2 days and they're all yours. The yard, the laundry, they can wait. So let's do it. Let's get away. Let's be a family, try new things, indulge, reconnect, and reset, because that's what weekends are for. Let's get to know each and every one of these 48 hours on a personal level, because it's good for us. Then when you hit the alarm on Monday morning, you'll say, thanks, weekend. I needed that. And the weekend will say, yeah, you're welcome.
Haverty's Furniture helps your home look perfect, even when life isn't. And now with our Memorial Day sale, get free delivery. Save big on our most popular living room, dining room, and bedroom sets. Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. The Memorial Day sale at Haverty's. Life looks good.
From the moment you see it, it commands your respect. You can feel its immense power. The only way to master it is to venture inside. Go ahead, dive in. The GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC and get nearly $9,500 total value on select specially equipped 2017 Sierra Crew Cab SLT vehicles in stock.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call in the Bull. Call Brad.
Well, tonight we have a special story about beating the odds. Yeah, it's about a family celebrating not one, but 2 graduations.
How about that? As KSN's Emily Younger shows us, for one woman, it's been a long time coming.
It felt like I was accomplishing something.
Accomplishing a goal, Amanda Gonzalez says, was more than a decade in the making.
It's a good feeling when you've known something, the odds have been against you from the start, but you never let that get you down. You just keep going.
Gonzalez was just 15 years old when she gave birth to her son, David.
It was scary. I admit it, I'm not really scared of hardly anything, and that was pretty much the turning point for me.
The teen dropped out of school. Despite her family and friends pressuring her to give up David, she refused.
They brought me a paper, and I'm like, you know what? No.
From that moment on, Gonzalez and her boyfriend were on their own. Fast forward nearly 18 years later, and the married mom of 6 is now a college graduate, receiving her diploma from Hutch Community College on Saturday.
I felt good.
If that's not enough to smile about, Gonzalez's son David will graduate from high school this weekend.
To have it like the same year, that was something special.
17-year-old David says it's special for a number of reasons, but most of all, it's proof the mom and son duo can do anything, especially when they do it together.
It made me kind of feel like, really proud of her because she accomplished something that she said she was going to do a while back.
It's like proud, like happiness.
Gonzalez attributes that happiness to this simple message.
Don't give up. Do not give up.
Emily Younger, KSN News.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Gonzalez and her boyfriend married shortly after having David. She now works at Tyson Foods.
And David plans to take classes at Hutch Community College next year.
It all worked out.
Yeah, it did.
Strong storms have rumbled their way across the viewing area tonight. Dave is still tracking where those storms are right now. That's coming up in his full forecast next.
Tune in to 98.7 and 1330 KNSS for weather updates throughout your day.
Wow, it's my 60th wedding anniversary. Of course, she's great by herself, but I'm much better when we're together. Just like seamless polymer siding and polymer windows, they are a perfect match. I'm going to celebrate by giving you a special discount with our Summer of Love sale. You can save on siding, you can save on windows, but for a short period of time, we're going to let you save on both. The more you buy, the more you save. Call now.
Your Midwest Ford dealers are celebrating America's holidays by giving back to the people who keep America going strong. The All-American Sales Event is on now with cars and SUVs that keep you safe and keep you connected, all at a price that works as hard as you do. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Plus, for a limited time, we want to thank active military, veterans, and first responders with a bonus offer. Get $4,000 cash back or lease a Focus for $179 a month. Plus, eligible buyers get $1,000 military bonus cash. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Calling all worshipers of the curly tail. To all fishermen, women, and children, let us introduce you to the lunker frog. Whether you fished for years or just wished, we've got flea flickers, goober rats, trickworms, mojo shrimps, and bass assassins. So get your tucks and tails in here, even if you don't know your Bubba Clucker from your little stinker. It's time to go fishing. And we'll hook you up with everything you need, hook, line, and badunkadunk. The best brands, the lowest prices, guaranteed. Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less.
Nothing makes a burger better than bacon and barbecue on a new Hawaiian bun from Brahms. A quarter pound of 100% pure beef, 2 slices of pepper jack cheese, hickory smoked bacon, rings of onions and pickles. Then we pour on the rich, thick barbecue sauce. Oh man, a bigger, better built barbecue bacon cheeseburger on a new Hawaiian bun for a limited time at your neighborhood Brahms. Oh yeah.
Tonight, Fallon gets surprised by Miley Cyrus. This is amazing! Plus Matthew Perry, John Glazer, Fall Out Boy, and the Chuck E. Cheese Challenge. New Fallon tonight. Tonight on set, The Voice's newest coach, Jennifer Hudson, and Horatio Sands. NBC Tonight.
Now, your KSN Storm Tracker 3 forecast.
Well, we are far from being done here tonight. We could be dealing with some form of thunderstorms through much of the night into the early morning hours. And we still have a warning, as you've been seeing at the bottom of your screen, not only several flash flood warnings, but we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. So let's go back to the radar and track what we have. We have to start in the northwest because this is where we have our severe thunderstorm warning. Now, there are some pockets of moderate to heavy rain and smaller hail, say perhaps dime to even penny size, but we have one storm right there south of Atwood where we could be seeing some quarter-sized hail, and it's possible we could get some 60-mile-an-hour winds out of this thing as well. So let's go ahead. Here's Atwood right here. There's Oberlin. So let me just adjust our view just a little bit so that we can get out ahead of this for you and show you the movement of it. Going to be moving to the northeast about 15 miles an hour, so that's about 3 minutes away from getting into Achilles, 26 minutes from getting into Midway as it moves to the north and the east. So again, quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds are still possible from that storm southeast of Atwood in the northwest part of Kansas. Now, as we go ahead and move now into north-central parts of the state, just a couple of widely scattered showers, but I did want to show you that we had one storm that went through the Beloit area. It's just about out of our viewing area. No severe weather anticipated with that, but that's the last one to the north. Now, down south, We got a couple of more. No warning on this one, but this is a fairly well-developed line of thunderstorms that has actually gone from 0 to 60 in about, say, a half hour. We didn't have anything on the radar. Now we've got a full-out line of thunderstorms that's just west of Greensburg and basically moving to the east about 20 miles an hour. So in about 16 minutes, this will be into Mullinville, Joy in about 29 minutes, Greensburg itself in about 45 minutes. Again, at this point, no warning, but I think we could see some penny to perhaps even nickel-sized hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds out of that storm as it continues to move to the east toward Greensburg. Now, let's go ahead and check one other area. In south central Kansas and north central Oklahoma, we've actually seen some new development, including one little stronger cell that's just about to move into Argonia right now. And this has me thinking about what's going to happen the rest of the night. And what do you think just happened a couple of minutes ago? As we talked about, a new severe thunderstorm watch, and it does include south central Kansas. Let's take a look at it. It is in effect until 5 a.m. It includes the counties right along the Oklahoma line. It does not include Sedgwick County and Wichita. It does not include Hutchinson. But those border counties will be the focal point of thunderstorm activity well into the wee hours. So we have a chance for some showers and storms in south central Kansas in the forecast for tonight, down to 62 for the low. Tomorrow, I think all of that gets out of the way and we get a chance to breathe for one day, 83 for the afternoon high, because we're going to be right back in it on Thursday. An elevated risk of severe weather returns, so it looks like another busy day. We will have a chance for showers and storms that kind of hanging with us all the way into the first part of the weekend. For north central Kansas, we'll also be dealing with that chance for showers and storms on Thursday, and it also could linger into the first part of the weekend in the north central part of the state. In the southwest, I think we have a beautiful day tomorrow, chance to catch our breath, and then here come the storms back. Thursday could see some bumpy ones. Still a chance for storms Friday and even into Saturday. In the northwest, it's a little bit of a trade-off here. We're going to get the storms out of the way faster. Nice on Saturday, but you're going to pay for it with much cooler temperatures. Not only umbrella weather, but jacket weather Thursday and Friday. Now, I'll continue to keep an eye on things, and I'll let you know if we see any important changes. Stay right here on KSM.
Remember when you found that thing you thought you'd never see again?
Honey!
All right! The Kansas State Treasurer's Office doesn't have your old baseball glove.
There you are!
But they do have over $300 million in unclaimed cash, and some of it could be yours. For information about how you can find your unclaimed cash, find us on Facebook or go to kansascash.com.
Salina Regional Airport and Great Lakes Airlines are excited to announce a new nonstop flight to Denver International Airport. Come experience America's favorite connecting hub. With state-of-the-art facilities, fine dining, and unique shops, the Denver International Airport has it all. You can now drive less, stay longer, and play more in the Mile High City with this convenient and affordable flight from Great Lakes Airlines. Log on to flygreatlakes.com or salinaairport.com to book your flight today.
Your Midwest Ford dealers are celebrating America's holidays by giving back to the people who keep America going strong. The All-American Sales Event is on now with cars and SUVs that keep you safe and keep you connected, all at a price that works as hard as you do. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Plus, for a limited time, we want to thank active military, veterans, and first responders with a bonus offer. Get $3,900 cash back or lease an Escape for $229 a month. Plus, eligible buyers get $1,000 military bonus cash. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Our homemade ice cream recipe calls for just a handful of natural ingredients, like extra cream, because at Turkey Hill, simple is best. All natural ice cream from Turkey Hill. Extra simple, extra good.
Kansas workers provide services and make things that improve life in our communities. They build equipment for safer neighborhoods,
They inspire a deeper interest in learning and create products for healthy fun with friends and neighbors. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas helps Kansas workers to stay healthy and worry-free while they're making our communities safer, smarter, and more enjoyable. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas. Commitment, compassion, community.
Welcome back. Our crews are still surveying the damage left behind by reported tornadoes out west.
One of the hardest hit areas was Pawnee Rock. That's just southwest of Great Bend. John Nasibas joins us live now with a look at more damage. John?
A little bit earlier, I showed you yards in Pawnee Rock that kind of look like this here. You've got some debris from trees just getting over these power lines here and right through the front yard. Look at how massive amount of trees and branches have fallen into this front yard, just really blocking off the entrance to the front of it. But what I want to show you is at the top of the home. Let's take a close look at that. That tree branch is clean through the roof. That really gives you an understanding of how violent these tornadoes can get. Stuck it clean through the roof. It's not just resting there. I'm actually here with the owner of the home. This is Otis Arnell. Otis, you said you were tracking the storm and then everything just kind of hit?
Yeah, that's right. I was just tracking it on the news there. I said, it's down there by Larner, and it looked like it might be heading this way.
You said it was kind of a quick storm?
Yeah, only maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and it was over. I headed to the basement. By the time I got there, it was already over with. It was very quick. I seen the bushes, everything moving around, and so I just, well, it's time for the basement time, so I head down there.
When you saw everything that's kind of in your front yard and your roof, what were your first thoughts?
I thought, well, that's pretty powerful to put something like that in there. That's pretty powerful to put that in there like that.
Well, it's homes like Otis out here. This is near Bismarck Street that really took some damage like that. You've got volunteer crews coming in and out of here. Again, earlier I told you that they're going home to home, make sure everybody's okay. Right now, no report of any serious injuries or anybody trapped in the home anymore. You're going to want to stay with KSM. We'll be out here again.
We just lost him, but glad to see Otis is all right after that.
That's right, damage to the home, but he's not injured. So,
yes.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with sports after this.
Rainwater, groundwater, problem water. With Culligan water, cleaning is easier, laundry is softer, and soap rinses clean away.
It's Culligan's Tune-Up or Trade-Up Special. See getculligan.com for details.
Just like we practiced.
Okay, we can get started.
Thanks. That was fun.
Nicely done.
During the Start Your Own Legacy Spring event, lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $409 a month, plus spring bonus at your local Infiniti retailer.
Pork belly and bacon are two very similar meats, except for a few key differences. Pork belly is bigger, better, smokier, different name, etc. Arby's, we have the meat.
Relax angry. Oh, not sure that works, Coach. I mean, that worked for me.
Slumberland's Memorial Sale.
I save a lot.
Pay no interest for 50 months. Buy this sofa for just $5.97 and get a free love seat or a free recliner.
I save a lot. What am I doing here?
The Memorial Sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Here's to craftsmanship. When you take your sweet time, it always leads to the good stuff. For 25 years, the pit masters at Rib Crib have been perfecting our slow-smoked ribs. Get all you can eat at Rib Fest, only in May. Or at a single rib for $1.99. Or land somewhere in between. Ribs this righteous, you can't go wrong. Rib Crib, smoking the good stuff.
Slumberland's Memorial Sale.
I save a lot.
All Sealy mattresses on sale. Save over $1,000 on a Sealy plush pillow top, $5.97. No interest for 50 months.
What am I doing here?
The Memorial Sale. Slumberland. It's a good life.
Up to $5,000 more for your trade. Get to Rusty Eck Ford today or online at rustyeckford.com.
Hard to believe that entering today, there were only 4 games left in the college baseball regular season. And both Kansas State and Wichita State, they could use a little momentum heading into their respective conference tournaments. The Shockers playing their final game at Eck Stadium, down 2-0 in the 4th, but WSU with the bases loaded. Luke Ritter coming through a high chopper that goes over the third baseman's head. Grayson Genesis scores, Alec Bohm scores, and the game is tied at 2. Still that same score in the bottom of the 9th. Luke Ritter at the plate again, and I'm pretty sure the sophomore, he's going to remember this game for the rest of his life. A walk-off bomb to straightaway center. The Shockers make sure they finish off their time at Eck Stadium this year in style, winning in dramatic fashion 3-2 over Kansas State. All right, how about some regional championship softball? Bishop Carroll facing off against Ark City. Golden Eagles up 7-0 in the 6th. Alyssa Von Felt hitting a chopper. That's a little too hot to handle for Ark City. Kennedy Lars scores 8-0 Bishop Carroll. If Bishop Carroll scores 2 more runs, the game is over. Caitlin Watkins saying, how about 3? That ball crushed so far, I couldn't even find it, and then finally see it going off into the forest somewhere. 3-run bomb makes it 11-0 Bishop Carroll, and the Golden Eagles, they are returning to the state tournament in impressive fashion. They top Ark City 11-0 and show they are one of the teams to beat in Class 5A. All right, Derby and Northwest also battling out at Two Rivers Youth Complex for a regional title. Panthers up 13-7 in the 5th. Kylie Crawford hitting a chopper that's too hot to handle for Northwest. 2-runners score for Derby, 15-7. Panthers offense on fire. 6th inning, Mariah Wheeler blasting one to left just off the outfielder's glove, and that'll score another Panther, 16-8. 19-8 Panthers now, and they're still not done. Kylie Crawford ripping one down the left field line, 20-8 Derby, and the Panthers, they go on to win it 21-8 in 6 innings. And Derby, a team with no seniors, is headed back to yet another state tournament. So the runs, they were plenty out tonight at Two Rivers Youth Complex.
Their competition doesn't want to hear about them not having any seniors on that roster.
We're going to go through this again next year.
Right, thanks, Elliot. Well, Dave continues to track that threat for severe weather. We'll have an update after the break.
For people with brain tumors, these tiny seeds are huge. When implanted during surgery, they eliminate the need for extensive radiation and are proving effective in warding off future recurrences. The specialists at the University of Kansas Cancer Center are the first in the Midwest to perform this innovative treatment. And it's giving people their future back. Why would you go anywhere else?
The classics, timeless favorites, tastes that never go out of style. That's what you need to fire up your evening. Heat things up tonight for an evening away from it all. Fire up your evening at Red Rock Canyon Grill.
After 25 years, Sports Time Fan Shop is closing. A going out of business sale is underway. Everything in the store must go. Blowout prices on all merchandise, autographs, novelties, jerseys, hats, shirts, and all apparel and accessories. Everything in the store, plus all fixtures must go. Dozens of counters, racks, furniture, signage, displays, shelving, and supplies. But hurry for best selection. A store closing sale now at Sports Time Fan Shop, 21st and Mays Road in New Market Square.
It's always sports time.
Just when you think things are winding down, more storms to the south.
More storms are cranking up. We have a new warning that's been issued in the last few minutes in south central Kansas, and as we mentioned, a new watch. So here's our new warning from Kinsley down toward Greensburg. We have a line of thunderstorms with quarter to half-dollar sized hail possible. I think we could also see some 60-mile-an-hour winds in that. That is going to go through both Kinsley and Greensburg, going through Mullinville right now. Elsewhere around the state, strong storms in the northwest, but as of this moment, no warnings. We could see a little bit here and there. And then in south central Kansas, notice that we have some more in north central Oklahoma. So, new severe thunderstorm watch issued that covers north central Oklahoma, southern Kansas, does not include Wichita till 5 a.m.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
All right, an update on the damage tomorrow morning on Kansas Today.